All right, welcome to day three of our masterclass on how to get writing clients. And today we're going to be treating landing social media management clients, landing contributor writing gigs, and how to negotiate pricing and accept payment from foreigners. So the reason why I added the last part of it is because some of you might attempt this, and at the end of the day, you could land a foreign client. So you need to know how you could maybe accept the payments. You need to know how to probably open those accounts. It could be Payoneer, it could be PayPal, it could be any other platform out there. But if I get to that part, I'll then notify. I'll break it down. It's something that is not complicated, and you could use an exchanger to get paid and everything. But that is when we get to that part, right? So let's start from um, landing social media management clients. So the first thing, this is almost similar to what we did 3 days ago. Sorry, 2 days ago when we talked about landing helpful content writing clients, right? But this is this will take a slightly different tone because we're going to now be focusing on the social media clients, right? Social media management clients. So this will take a little turn, but it's almost the same trajectory. You understand? Almost the same system, right? And remember, let me know if anyone created their Google spreadsheet yet. Did anyone do that? I want to see those that really did something. If you created your Google spreadsheet and you created the email that I asked to be created, let me see. You can notify, you can just drop it in the comment section. I want to see those that are taking this serious. So let me know. No lie, you. I will catch you. Okay. Okay. While I wait for those comments, let's get to business. So the first thing is find companies via Google Maps and business directories. So we know what Google Maps are, where we could find these businesses, and business directories are where people list their businesses. I'm going to show you examples. I'm going to show you instances. But let's start with Google Maps first of all. Now the aim of doing this is you're going to be looking for firms. You're going to be looking for companies that their social media presence is very less. Like they have very little to no social media presence. That means let's say you check out their Twitter page, they might have, let's say, 1,000 followers or maybe 500 followers. They might have low content. They might not have so much content on their social media page. And they might be inactive too. So those are the people you're going to be targeting, right? So you're going to be targeting low followership, those that have low followership, inactivity. That means they might have been, let's say the last time they posted was maybe 3 months ago or 6 months ago, or 1 month ago, or maybe 1 year ago. Then you're going to be looking out for those that are inactive. Sorry, have maybe little to no content, and what else again? Those that they don't have social media pages at all. So these are the three categories of people you're going to be looking at when you're making your search. So let's do our usual search. Let me find a niche that I'm going to go with. We could say maybe catering. That's if let's say you're targeting Nigerian businesses, for instance. You could say maybe catering Port Harcourt. The other time we used Lagos. Let's use Port Harcourt and see. So when you type this, you go to maps. So when you go to maps. Already they are showing here already. So you might not click on map, but we're here, so we could go from here. This is Tima's Catering Services, and is in Port Harcourt. And this is another one, Ample Link Catering and Fashion School in Port Harcourt. So these are businesses. This is just one niche, like I said, and it's one city. Catering in Port Harcourt. That means we could do catering and add the 36 states. You could pick any city. You could say catering in Ibadan. You could say catering in Kano. You could say catering in Abuja. That means you could say real estate in this real estate. So there is a whole lot of businesses to explore. You don't have any excuse to say, oh, I'm out of niches or businesses. No, there are so many of them, right? So let's pick one and explore. So you're going to be looking out for the ones that have websites. Even if they don't have a website, you can find a way to get their social media handles. And I'll show you how to do that. Very easy. So let's go with this business. Let's click on the website and see what they have. All right. So as you can see, let's scroll down. They they don't have their social media icons on here. That means they are likely to be a potential client. But let's see if we can find something on these guys. So we copy their name, go to Google search, paste it here, and type. We could just type it. We could just search and see. Okay, you see, this is their Facebook page, right? And let's see, this is their Twitter. This is their Twitter page. And this is they have a TikTok account. What else again? So they would likely have like an Instagram account, right? So let's click on the Facebook page. Even without clicking on it, you would realize that they have just 71 likes. That means these guys are very inactive on Facebook, for instance. 71 likes, that means it's one of the it's one of the criteria that I mentioned, right? So let's click on it and let's see if we're going to find something, maybe something to use in selling to them. It could be we could find their email here, or we could use. I think I saw WhatsApp. So this is your WhatsApp contact. This is your WhatsApp contact. If you can't find if you can't find an email, you could do WhatsApp, right? You could just reach out to them on WhatsApp and still sell the same service. Trust me. You see, they're into catering services, and what else again? They're in Port Harcourt. Okay. Let's see your Facebook page. I don't know why it's taking time to load. Let's use another browser and check. I'm sorry. Let me share my screen again. Okay. So let's check their Facebook page. I copied the link and let's see what they have on there. So as you can see, they have 72 followers, right? And they have an email. So you could do email. You could do if you do email, and let's say you didn't get a response. Let's say after 3 to 4 days, then you could send a WhatsApp message because some Nigerian businesses they don't do emails you know like the foreign businesses. So this is November 20th. This was the last time they posted. And as you can see, they are not getting any kind of engagement. You see, they are not getting any kind of engagement. So these guys are they are potential clients, right? You could offer this service to them, and I have the templates. I have templates. I'm going to add that template to add it to the document. The document I'll be dropping at the end of this section. So they don't have they don't have any form of engagement, and they've been inactive too. So that those are the things I pointed out, right? And you should take note of those things. So remember, we are supposed to we have our Google spreadsheet, right? So let's get back. Let me share my screen once again. I have sorry, I'm coming. Okay, so let's go to our Google spreadsheet. The last one we created the other time, spreadsheet Google. Okay, so this was the spreadsheet we created 2 days ago. And remember what I told you, you're going to add. So we could come here and say business name. Um, what's the name of that business that we saw? To okay, sorry.
Um, very
Okay, Berry cuisine, right? Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah.
thing.
So um, business type would be catering services, all right? Then email, we've gotten their email already. So we could paste their email here. So this is their email. So location would be what? Port Harcourt. And phone number, you could just take their phone number from here and paste. Okay, I can't copy it from here, but you could just take their phone number and add. That is okay. This is their contact. So come back to our spreadsheet and we add the phone number. Then social media page. Okay, this is very late. Okay, but this is basically the idea, right? And remarks, we could just say, I haven't sent an email to this business, or I haven't contacted this business, right? So remember what I told you about the spreadsheet. It's just to keep you up to task, is to keep you updated, so that you know where you stopped at every point in time. Let me save this spreadsheet. Let's say um, sample spreadsheet. I would likely share it with you guys so you could just use it and replicate what I've done already. Sample spreadsheet. Okay. So let's say you've gotten this ready, and I want to believe that you've gotten your email ready. Nobody indicated that they've created an email and a spreadsheet, and it doesn't make sense. Sincerely speaking, you guys, at least one person would have done that. Quite disappointed though. I need to be very sincere about that. So this is okay. Sorry, I did that pitch in some other Google document. So I'm trying to look for the social media code pitch that I did. I think I did it yesterday. Um, what did I save it with? Save it with something. Okay, let me see what I saved it with. Okay, no. I don't know what I saved it with. I had that. I did that code pitch. I crafted it yesterday. Let's see. Wow, this is serious. Okay, I've seen it. Okay, so this is a template. I think I'll just copy it and add it now, so I won't forget. So let me just read it out, right? Let me read it out. So this is the subject line. Um, like I've always say, you could use anything for the subject line, like anything that is catchy. You know, for the subject line, I have a free gift for you. You could twist it. You could go to ChatGPT and tell ChatGPT to give you catchy subject line. Let's see if we can do that quickly. Um, let's just, I just want to show you how possible this thing can be, like how simple. I don't want to use the word easy, you know. So we could just go to ChatGPT. You must not use the subject line that I used, you know. We just go to ChatGPT and say, "Can you help me with catchy email?" You could say catchy and attention grabbing email headline. Sorry, the headline, subject line, right? Yeah, subject line. Okay, I didn't add. I made, I think I made a slight mistake. So, but I would have added like, okay, let's do it again. Let's do it again. Can you help me with catchy and attention grab for an email code pitch for an email code pitch for um let's say a social media client, something like that. Like you're going to add why what you want the subject line to be around, maybe social media management potential clients. Something like that. Okay. Potential clients, you see. So we could just do it this way. So you see, you could pick any of these opening or any of these subject lines and maybe shorten it. You could ask ChatGPT to make it shorter, but this is the concept, right? So let's get back to our template. So the subject line I've given to people that worked for them at a point was this one. I have a free gift for you. You could use anything that comes into your head that looks attention grabbing. You need to be creative about this. Then you add, if you're talking to an individual, you're going to add their name here. If you're not talking to an individual, You could add, you could use hello sir or hello ma. It depends on, um, you just do it that way. I bumped into your social media page. I can say you've done a beautiful job so far. Whether they didn't do a beautiful job, don't go and tell them that I bumped into your social media page and nothing is happening there. Don't see that, right? You're going to mess up everything from the beginning, you know. So, could say, and I can say that you have done a beautiful job so far. However, you see where you start talking about the problem, but you do it in a very subtle way. You don't go all harsh and everything. No, you do it in a very subtle way. However, I felt it will do a whole lot of good to your audience if they get more value. So what you're selling to them is more. You're not telling them that you're messing up, you've not posted for this long, how can you do that? You're missing out. And they're no, you don't do that. Um, they are your potential employers, right? So if I felt it will do a lot of good to your audience if they get more value from your page, so they can easily be converted to real customers who will buy what you're offering them, right? So, as someone who helps establishments to manage their social media pages to achieve amazing results properly, you see, so you've introduced yourself already with this line. You don't need to do all the I have so number of years experience. No, those things are not necessary at this point. So I created a free content calendar for you that will help you churn great content on your page. You see, remember we talked about you give first of all before you ask. So let's assume it might not be a free content calendar you created for them. You might create a content. You could create anything. You could create free content, educational content around that niche. You understand? And you could create a free content calendar. You could create a free video for them, maybe a free video around catering. If let's say you're going for a business that is in catering, you could go to Canva, you could create something beautiful. It could be maybe something, it could be it could be something beautiful, maybe it could be maybe dishes. You could take the images of their dishes, from their page. Like for instance, if you come to this page, you're going to find all the dishes they published on this page. You see, so you could take all these dishes if you know how to. If you have good eyes for design, you could take them and compile them. Maybe make them like a swipe. I don't know. Just be creative. But what I'm saying in essence is you're giving them stuff. You're giving them something upfront, right? And then this is where you're going to add the link. Like I've always said, for the past 2 days, I've hammered on this part. It's very important. So you say here's a link to view it. Let's assume that is a free content calendar that you did for them. You could generate a free content calendar from ChatGPT. I talked about this extension yesterday, AIPRM extension. If you have a PC, kindly install this extension. Like it's going to help you a lot. Let me use it to generate a content calendar. I think it has better result and better prompting compared to when you do it from your brain. But you could do this from your brain too. Sometimes your brain gives you better results compared to the extension. But anyone that works for you. But let's say content calendar. Let's see if it's going to find. We're going to, or we could say content strategy. So you see, it has different options. Okay, um, content strategy planner, content brief. Okay, let's see if content calendar is part of. get a monthly content calendar in one click. So let's see if we're going to use this prompt, and then we could just say catering. It's going to this this extension. What it does is it has his own, like, people have created their own prompts, special prompts for all this. So you don't have to type all the letters. You could just type the niche, and it's going to generate um content calendar. You see, so it's going to generate the content calendar. As you can see, it has generated the content calendar in catering niche. So you could copy this, save it in a Google document, and add it as part as the free gift you're giving to your clients, right? You could do the same thing and then maybe take, let's say, for instance, unlock the secrets, unlock the secrets, catering trends that would transform your events. You know, then this other one is DIY catering, impress your guests with chef-worthy recipes. So you could copy these two. For instance, you want to give them content. You don't want to give them a content calendar because some of them might still not be able to make, unless they've been creating content, maybe they've created content in the past. Content calendar would work for them. But you could still go ahead and instead of a content calendar, you could give them a content calendar and also maybe free content, or you could just create free content for them. Let's say you could pick a topic like this: DIY catering, impress your guests with chef-worthy um, recipes. You take this and use it to generate content. You understand? This content idea, because what content calendar does is it gives you ideas. It's not the content in itself. So you could take any of these topics and create content around it, maybe two or three. Save it in your Google document. When you do that, and then you send it, you add it to your pitch, right? Is anyone following? Let me get those comments. Let me see those comments.
Yes, I'm following.
Oh, I can't see who is speaking even. Let me check. I don't know. My is not stable. The person's voice was breaking though. You could just drop it in the comment. Let me know if you're following. All right. So now that you've created, yeah, thank you, Chiamaka. Um, so let's assume you've created the content, or let's say you've created the content calendar and you want to add it. Remember how I showed you how to add the link? You could just insert it inside your pitch and send to them. Now, if you don't get a response, you can do a follow-up, right? You could space your follow-up maybe for 3 to 5 days. You could space it for 7 days. And what is a follow-up? It's here before us. Hi prospect name. You could say hi, sir or ma. I hope you're doing great. Here is a subtle reminder to confirm if you went through the last email that I sent. So you could use this follow up for all the cold emails I showed you over the past 2 days. You could use the same follow up for them, because there are some people that they may possibly read your email and then they'll forget to respond, or they remember to respond, but maybe they put it in their reminder they were busy, or any of those things. So you could drop a reminder for them, which will come in form of a follow up. And trust me, follow ups are powerful. I follow ups a lot. HGK said, I'm in a project management class. Okay. All right. This one will be project management. Um, so this is more like a follow-up template. You could use this like, I hope you're doing great. Here's a subtle reminder to confirm if you went through the last email I sent. Also, I wanted you, let me put you there. I wanted you to rate my expertise. So I asked for feedback. You can take out time to run through it whenever you can. I'll be expecting your response. So when you do this, for the people that forgot to respond to you and everything that really needed your service, they are going to respond to you. Trust me, right? So you see what I did? I gave you like from the beginning till the end. I don't want you to go and do a whole lot of brain work because most of you might not get it right. That's why I took out this time to break it down this way to even give you the follow up and everything, right? So you could use the follow up, you could tweak it. You're going to tweak it here and there so that everybody will not be using the same thing, right? To tweak it, that's why you're a writer. So this is for social media management clients. What I'm going to do is I let me copy this and add it to first the first the first template file that I created so that they will all be in one place so that they will not be scattered. Let me just do that quickly. While I'm doing that, if there's anything for the people that just joined now, if there's anything I didn't that I said I was supposed to, that I promised that I'm not done yet, kindly remind me. Drop it in the comment section. Just remind me, tell me that okay, you said so thing, but you haven't fulfilled your promise yet. So I'm going to add it. Today is the last day. If I don't add it now, oh body should come and disturb me later. Okay, let me add this social media page. Let's see if I can add it here. I just want them to be together. That's why I'm adding it here now. Okay. So I'll name this. I'll name this social media management code. Okay. Okay. So this is for social media management. I mentioned Google Maps. Let's do business directories. You could do the same thing you did with Google Maps. You could find other businesses too. If you don't want to use Google Maps, you could use business directories in Nigeria, or you could use business directories in outside Nigeria. You could use it to do the same thing. So let's type business directories in Nigeria. Business directories in Nigeria. Okay. So these are all the list of business directories in Nigeria. There's one I love so much, which is finlab.com. So I'm going to use it for this experiment. So FinLab, what is a business directory? A business directory is basically where businesses, both small and big businesses, they just list their businesses on these platforms, right? There are lots of them in Nigeria. Let me open this page, for instance. You're going to see list of business directories in Nigeria. The funny thing is people don't even make use of them. I'm talking about small business owners. So if you're here, you could go and list your business on business directories, right? So you see businesslist.com, you see confirms.ng, see ngex.com, you see Nigeria directory, you see ng contacts. All these are business directories that you could find businesses, or you could even help clients to list their businesses on these platforms and charge them, take money from them because you're giving classes all about, right? We're not coming here to do motivational speaking. We're talking about practical tips, things that work, right? There's this sound I'm hearing in the background. Can anyone confirm it? Because this class is getting kind of cold. I've asked several questions, nobody is responding. Can anyone hear me? If you can hear me, put in the comment section. Let me see your fire emojis too, please.
I can hear you.
Okay, because I could just go sleep now.
Don't sleep. Don't mind me. I think I'm
I'll go
just
sleep.
enjoying the way you are explaining. And there's going to be a
Okay.
video of this, right? Hello?
Yeah, it's recorded. Okay, so thank you everyone, everyone that has been from day one. Okay, yeah. So let's get back to business. And where did we stop? So I was talking about business directories, right? I mentioned finlead.com. I like using this one because it's been there for long, and they have lots of businesses listed on it. So if we click on finlead.com, we could go and find businesses that we can sell social media services to. We can sell other services to them. If you know how to create Google My Business profiles, this is like, I think it's one of the best places to get clients, to sell Google My Business profiles, because some of them have their businesses listed on this business directory, but they don't have, first of all, they don't have a social media presence. They don't have their business on Google Map. So if you know how to create a Google Map profile, you could cash out to this, you understand? So, but we're talking now about social media, um, talking about social media clients, right? Social media management clients. So as you can see sorry, someone's mic is on. Can you kindly mute your mic? Someone's mic is on. Kindly mute it. Yeah. And you have Lagos, you have Abeokuta, you have Ado Ekiti, Asaba. So you could pick any of these cities and find businesses that are listed in these cities, right? So let's find a business. Let's pick health. Should we pick health? Okay, let's pick man, I'm confused. Let's pick travel. Let's pick travel business. Okay. From travel, we could decide to pick maybe tourism, So when you pick the business, the kind of business you think you can offer social media management services for, then we start digging into them. This The name of this business here is VIP Express Tourism Nigeria. Where is it located? It is located in Abuja, Nigeria, number 14 Angola Street, and everything. So we could click on it and find the website. Could click on it and find the website. So they have a website which is vipexpressnigeria.com. So when we click on that website, what we're doing is we want to go and dig into their social media presence, like we did for Berry Cuisine, the other catering service. So it's the same thing we're doing here, right? So let's go down and see if we could find anything about these guys. Okay, this is their Facebook page, this is their Twitter page, and this is their Instagram page. So let's click on their Facebook page and see how many followers they have and see how many let's gauge the page. Let's check their activity level. Let's check when they posted last. Let's check their engagement, because these are the things you're going to sell to them at the end of the day. I don't know why this browser is slow. Let me use the other browser. This other browser is faster. Okay, let me share my screen so everybody would see my screen, because I've switched the browser. Okay. So this is their page, and they have their email here. You could use their email to reach them. You could even reach them via DM. If you send an email and you're not getting a response, you could send a DM with the same pitch, with the same code pitch, right? So these guys have 33,000 followers. I think they are doing well for themselves to an extent, but I don't think sometimes the number of followers wouldn't matter that much. You know why? Because if you watch closely, their engagement is so low, because see the kind of content they are creating on their page. See what they are creating here. To travel is to take journey into yourself. This is so simple. Like, you know, discuss your travel dreams with us and we'll make sure they become a reality. The person that is managing their social media page is not a good social media manager. You see what is happening here? This is too, you know, imagine this, they have 33K followers and they are having this kind of engagement, and they are, because of the kind of content they are creating. The person, I don't know who is managing this page. If I was into this game, if I was back into the social media management game, I'm going to pitch to these guys and I'm going to win this guy. I'm going to manage this page that I'm seeing here for these guys, and I'm serious about it. That's why we're here. That's why I've taught you everything I've been teaching for the past 2 days, right? So you see, we live in a beautiful world that is full of beauty, and this is the end. This is not content that is compelling, that could make people to comment. You see, they don't have comments. So sometimes you might bump into a page that, oh, they have so many followers, but they are not getting results. It's better these guys have 5,000 followers and they are getting results than having 33K followers and they are not getting. See, nobody. You see, the engagement is so low. You see, and they are posting almost every day. It's so low. This was 3 days ago and everything. So this is what I'm talking about. I think you're going to sell people like this faster, because you tell them that, at 33,000 followers, You have 33,000 followers and convert just 5% of that followership. 5% of 10% of 33,000 should be like 3,000. So if you can convert even 500 people for them monthly, sorry, not even monthly, 500 in a month is so big now for a travel. If you can convert two or three of their followers, it's big. That's huge success because this is a travel company. You understand? So if they get five clients or four clients from their social media page that you're managing for them, because of the kind of content you're creating, you could come to this kind of page and start creating stories, travel stories. You create travel stories that people will share. You create short videos that people will see and share and distribute the page. You could come up with fictional stories about travel and boom, you're making these guys get results and you're being paid for it. So you need to think out of the box. You need to be very smart. You need to be very creative to succeed with this. But I know within me that if you do this properly and you land a client, you're going to charge them premium. This is something I've done. I didn't even do it so much in social media management. I did it with helpful content. And if I, the clients I got when I was doing my helpful content, pitching and everything, the few clients that I got, I charged them premium. I was charging them to do homepage refurbishing, like to refurbish their homepage. The homepage that is now up to 500 or 400 words. I was charging them 100, 150, $200. While other writers were struggling with $1 per word, I was charging good because those writers they are struggling where the competition is. They are going to Fiverr to look for jobs, and when you go to Fiverr, they will pay you peanuts. They will pay you $5 for 10 million words. Plus the fact that they will return the job and everything, they will stress the hell out of you. The reason why they are doing all that is because the competition is stiff over there. So if you apply and they take you, they will take your life alongside. But these clients, these people you're going to pitch to, they you're going to convert them to what you want. You're going to give them your pricing. They are not the ones to say, oh, we're going to pay you this. No. You could tell them that, okay, this is my pricing, but we're going to negotiate. Remember, you're giving these guys full package. You're giving them, you're going to be doing their keyword research for them. You're going to be doing their topic research for them. You're going to churn out the article. If I would advise, if I would advise you, if you want to really make it big in this business, I own an agency. I'm not talking I'm not talking as if, oh, this is a night there. It is something I did and I'm still doing, but I don't look for clients again because I have my clients keep recommending me over. I want to even leave the freelance writing agency hustle by next year. Maybe by mid next year, I might have closed down my agency because I want to do other bigger things. But I'm telling you that if you want to create an agency like me, then these are the kind of clients you need, right? So you give them, they give you premium payment, they pay you premium, and they respect you. You don't want to be struggling with people that, the peanut kind of people. You could start there. You could start with small payment and everything. I'm not saying starting small is, but if you want to build a business out of writing, if you're competing with the big guys on this platform, freelance platform, you go overshadow you. You don't even know where you be. You're going to be lost in the crowd. That's why you need to go to places where people are not going to. People don't wake up and do these things. These things I'm showing you. Even if they decide to do it, how many business are they going to reach out to? There are thousands of millions of business out there on Google Maps, millions of business in Google and business directories. Now, this is just for Nigeria alone. We could even do the same thing. Could do the same thing for businesses. Sorry, I'm coming. Yeah. This is just for Nigeria alone. We could do the same thing for businesses outside Nigeria. I showed you Yellow Pages. You could go to Yellow Pages, find these social media pages, do the same thing for foreign clients and land foreign clients. The same thing, right? So let's get to the second part of it. If you're following, if you understood the first part of the social media management thing, If you're following, let me see those comments. If you enjoyed it, let me see the comments so that I'm going to go to the next one and I'll talk about the payments and then we're going to close for tonight, right? Okay, Abdul, thank you so much. So let's go back to my slide. Okay, so we're done with landing social media management client, right? The next one on our list is contributor writing. Contributor writing, this is super interesting. Okay, Faith said she's enjoying the section. Thank you, Faith. Faith has been here. Faith has been faithful with this section. She's been here from day one. AGK has been here from day one. Chiamaka has been awesome. She's been here from day one. And okay, Clinton said, follow you, sir. Thank you, Clinton. Chiamaka said, you said we should do keyword research. And okay, I'm going to read what she said much later. Okay. All right, Victor too. Victor has been here. Victor has been very instrumental to the success of this masterclass. So I'm giving credit to whom credit is due, right? So let's get back to business. Contributor writing. Contributor writing is basically there are some educate. Thank you, bro. There are some contributor writing. There are some websites, right? These websites they call them authority sites. You know, these sites are so big. These websites are so big. So what they do is there's what they call guest posting, right? Guest posting is when you own. Guest posting is just I want to use the most relatable instance to explain what guest posting is. Guest posting is like you have a house, right? And someone, let's say AGK comes to your house and AGK tells you that, okay, your house, AGK lives, let's say AGK is living in a remote village, right? Like AGK is not yet living in the city. AGK is not your own AGK, it's another one. So let's say AGK lives in a remote village and he wants to accomplish something inside the city, right? And you have a house, let's say a house in the city, and AGK wants to accomplish. AGK needs something to do in the city, but he needs a good location. So when AGK comes to the city, right? AGK will now meet Esther because Esther has a house in the middle of the city. So when AGK comes to the city, AGK pays Esther. AGK could pay Esther, let's say, $100, or $200 to stay in Esther's house because of the location. Maybe AGK could stay there maybe for 1 year and accomplish what he wants to accomplish. Maybe for 6 months, it depends on, right? So Esther's house is just like the authority website. The authority website that has so many attention, that has so many so many visits from Google. They have huge, massive traffic. You understand? So what people do is that people pay these big websites to list their article on those websites. Like, okay, you have this website and I'm a small website owner, you're a big website owner. Take this amount of money and help me to publish an article on your website. When you publish that article, then the article will be there so that I could get a percentage of your traffic from that article. That is what they call guest posting, right? But that is for people that they want visibility, they want traffic, right, to their website and everything. But there is another set of people. There's another side to it. That side to it is contributor writing. So these big websites, what they do is that most of their content, are being generated by people that are looking to pay for guest posts. But there's another thing that they do. They open a space for people that freelance writers that know how to write to come on their website, to come and sell articles to them. That means if you create an article for this big website, You're not paying them to publish it like these other guys. They will pay you to publish that article for them. Sorry, to write, they're going to pay you. You're going to write the article if they like it, because they need to like the article. If they like it, they are going to pay you. But the other side of it is, if they pay you, it's their article, they've taken it. So you don't have ownership rights to that article again, ever, right? So that is the condition that they go with. And it's a beautiful way to make money, because what's there? You could generate as much articles for them and get paid. So your article will be there on their website, they will use it to whatever they want to use it for, right? And they have their terms and conditions, they have their rules and regulations, they have their guidelines. So that material that I'm going to give to you, this Google document that I'm going to drop for you, is going to contain the pitch you're going to use in pitching the editors, because these websites, they have their editors, they have their hierarchy of, they have people that receive these articles. They do some kind of screening. So they are going to screen those articles and pick the ones that they will accept and pick the ones that they will reject. If I would be sincere with you, it's difficult. Contributor writing, it's not easy, but it works, because I think I've gotten 4 gigs from contributor writing, but I did contributor writing when I was leaving freelance writing. That was when I attempted it. Maybe if I had attempted it earlier in my writing days, maybe from when I started freelance writing in 2019, I would have made something big from it. But I attempted it for the first time in 2022. Sorry, 2021 ending, 2022 beginning. I attempted it. I was not even the one that wrote the article. I just gave the guidelines to when I got it, because I think I pitched to about 30 of those big websites, and I got accepted. Just 4 of them accepted me. It was close to 30, 35. So you see the number of people I sent to, and I was just accepted by 4. But they pay so well, trust me. Some of them pay 150 per article, 200, 100, 250. They even pay $250 per article. Imagine that, right? So, as I was saying, I'm going to. I have the template. I have the list for all of those websites. You're going to see their guidelines, like the compilation. I have the compilation. You're going to see all the guidelines, what they need, so that you're not going to make mistakes. Then the pitch is there. The pitch you're going to send to them. You're not going to crack your head. It's there. I'm giving all this out to you guys so that you can succeed. You're not going to stress. You're not going to suffer like me. You understand? I suffer for the industry. That's why I could come up with all this, right? So that is the reason why maybe my hardship was justified, because that was why I could be this. I could go this far, right? So let's get to it, right? I think I'll teach you something about contributor writing so that it's going to make your journey easy. If you want to get the best articles that do well when you're when you're doing contributor writing, are articles that I don't know how to describe it. Like articles that are going interesting articles. It could be travel stories, it could be historical. Most of them they love travel, most of them they love fitness, most of them love science. You understand? They love things that those kind of writing, those articles that are interesting to read. Those are the kind of articles that these guys would be interested in. But you're going to see it in their guidelines. They have a guideline and everything. You're going to see the kind of articles they like. But I'll show you a website where you go and grab ideas on the kind of articles that these people love. If you want to see the website, the website is even showing on my screen. Okay. All right. So the first thing on my list is find article ideas from contentideas.io. This is one of the best places you could find content ideas. So let's go to contentideas.io. someone could write it in the comment section so that every other person could get contentideas.io. So when you go to contentideas.io, we're going to pick, we could pick a niche. Let's say, for instance, let's pick travel, right? Yeah, contentideas.io, that's the website. So let's pick travel. You're going to see, let's say, for instance, let's say the authority website that you want to pitch to. Your authority website that you want to pitch to is in travel niche, or they stated that they need what do they call it? They stated that they need articles in travel alone. So you could come to contentideas.io, come to their search bar, and type the niche. So I'm using traveling, right? So as you can see, these are travel articles. This was posted 20 days ago. It was posted 30 days ago, 29 days ago. You see. I think okay, we could use some filters. Let's see if we could use some filters and make it. You see, all these filters. This one is Facebook shares. This one is Twitter shares. So you could pick ideas from these social media platforms, but the one that is showing now is from Twitter. So you could pick from all these platforms. What you're doing is you're picking ideas for trending topics in travel, right? So now this one is interesting. I love this. I love this topic. For instance, this one says how to hide money while traveling. Now you pick this topic. If you want to pitch, okay, let's go back to that list. I'll come back here. Let's go to the list. I want to find one of the websites that might likely be looking for travel. So this is a link. As you can see, this is a link. See, I titled it link to platforms that accept contributor writing, right? So if we copy this link and let's say we get here and paste it, you're going to see the long list. There are so many of them. So many of them. You see, the name of this. This one is AARP magazine. This is a magazine, and see what they are interested in. What travel stories. Pitch Laurie Lynch. So this is the name of your editor. When you're pitching their editor, you're going to put the name of their editor, like "Hello, Laurie," so that it's going to look personalized, and they are going to respond to you. So this is the email format. You're going to have all these documents. I don't want to break it down because it's going to take a whole lot of time. But let's read the guideline. This is their guideline, right? So let's pick it and open it and see what these guys are looking for. This is just the first website on the list. Let's pick some other website. Sorry. Okay, let's go to their guideline and see what their guideline looks like. So this is writer's guideline. Thank you for your interest in submitting the story. The story to AARP, the magazine, for review. So this is their guidelines on how you can submit articles to them. We cover stories of interest to people over 50. Now, you should be mindful of these guidelines because if you make a mistake, they're going to reject it. So they said stories of interest to people over 50. That means when you're writing your article, you're going to be having in mind that the people you're writing for are people that are over 50. So you don't go and start writing as if you're writing to teenagers, right? Now, see the topics. The people over 50, they will normally be interested in topics like investment, savings, retirement, job issues, health and fitness, food and nutrition, travel, relationships, human interest, and all the rest. So they listed these categories here. That means if you're writing for these guys, you're going to be focusing on these categories, right? So let's say, for instance, we use travel. Remember, we use travel as an instance. So when we go back to content ideas.io, remember we picked how to hide money, you know, while traveling. We picked this topic. So you could do your research and write it with your hand if you're a good writer. If you're not a good writer, then I would advise you use Google Bard, like I used yesterday. So we could use Google Bard and spin a good article. But please, if you're using Google Bard, do a whole lot of editing. You could do some kind of research from Google, pick it here, pick it here, pick it here, and put it together. Because to be very sincere with you, these platforms, they know that people go to AI to generate content. So if they know that you're coming with an AI content, they are going to reject it. But if you do it properly, I've not used an AI content for these guys before because, like I said, I stopped. The last time I did contributor writing was in 2022 beginning, which was last year, right? And then AI was not a thing. Like AI was not outside. It was not this loud. So I didn't even know that these AI platforms. So what I'm saying is, even if you want to use AI, then do it sensibly. You understand? But for me, I would suggest that when you get the topic like this, you could just go and do your research. Take this topic, put it on Google, start, taking ideas from different websites that would have written on this topic, put them together and submit. Let's not go into all that because I believe that you guys are writers here. You could use AI to do it. I don't want to go into that because of time. This is 1 hour, almost 1 hour, 30 minutes. So let's get back to the pitch, right? The code pitch for this. So this is contributors writing pitch. To whom it may concern, you could say maybe hello. You could put any of the names you see there because this this list that I compiled, you find the names of these editors. You find the names of these editors here. Like the name of this editor is Laurie Lynch. So you could say hello, Laurie Lynch. Then the second one is Afar. Afar is a publication focused on experiential travel or so whatever. This one too is a travel website. This is the name of their editor in chief. You understand? So you could copy this name and add it to this pitch that I'm going to give to you. You could add it here. And I am writing to you today to offer an article I have written called, let's say the name of the article is How to Hide Money While Traveling. You understand? So we come here, we put the name, we put that title here, right? Which I believe will be a great addition to your publication. The article is an in-depth exploration of, then you put the topic again, right? So you just do that, and why I had to skip to this part. Why also offering them fresh insights into the topic at hand? Then you provide the link to the article. I would have you should have had the article written in your Google document. Then you could copy the link up to your Google document and add it here, right? So you do that and you get to the end. This is the template. This is the full template, right? So this is a link to all the platforms. This is a link at the bottom. So everything, you're going to have access to all of this. Take out time, watch the videos all over again, and follow the steps. So this is for contributor pitch writing. I've told you how to get your content ideas from contentideas.io. I think is the best free platform that you can use to find content ideas. The reason why I'm telling you to use it is because this platform, they love topics that are interesting. They are not even after topics that you've done keyword research on, and they don't care about all the keyword research. They don't care. Just give them an interesting topic. You're not writing helpful content for these guys. like you're doing for the other guys, right? They don't need helpful content. They need interesting content. They need content that has to do with stories, that has to do with that is going to trigger people's emotion, that people would because they have their they have their traffic already. Some of them have millions of visitors, so they are not looking for traffic. They are just looking for things that will keep their readers entertained. That's why, if you watch closely, this topic was outstanding for me, right? If they take this topic, for instance, and you could twist this topic so it's not going to look as if it's something you got from somewhere. You could say maybe 10 tips to hide your money or 10 tips to conceal your money while traveling. You could just do that, right? And but you're getting the idea from here, right? If you come down, you're going to find this is just for traveling. You could pick another, you could pick nutrition, for instance. You could just come here and type nutrition and see what it displays for you. Let's say nutrition. You're going to find, let's say the platform you want to write contributor writing for is in, let's assume is in nutrition, right? So these are, you see, 5 must-have supplements to survive the holiday season by Dr. Whatever, right? So these are the kind of topics you come here and find topics and submit. Your chances of getting accepted will be high, and they will pay you, right? You have the templates, you have the platforms, you have the pitch, you have everything, and you have the brain. So I think that should be all for contributor writing. Okay, let me copy this link and drop now so I won't forget. I'll copy this link and drop. Then the last conversation that we're going to have tonight will be on negotiating and payments. Okay, let me drop this link. So here's the link. So that's the link to all of the teachings that I've compiled all over. Then you find the link to the platforms too here. And so the last part that we're going to discuss tonight is about payment. Yeah, we're going to be talking about how to negotiate. So negotiating is basically, for instance, let's assume that you've gotten a response from any of these guys. You've sent your cold pitch. You got a response, and then you want to proceed. What do you do? Like I said the other day, try as much as possible to book a a Skype meeting. You could use Skype. For me, I do a whole lot of Skype. You could use Skype. You could use Zoom. You could use Zoom calls. Since most of them are familiar with Zoom, you could use Zoom for this, right? So you use Zoom. You go to Calendly.com. When you go to Calendly, you download the app. You could use it to schedule your meeting. Calendly is very easy to use. You just click one or two things, schedule your meeting, take your meeting link. You know, Calendly is connected with Zoom, like they are synchronized. So when you create a Calendly Zoom link, you're going to automatically connect to Zoom. So they'll provide you with your Zoom link. Then you send it to the client. Tell the client that, okay, I want to know more about your business. I want to ask you some questions about the business. If it's help content you're creating for the client, you take your pen and paper. They should see that you're serious for business. Take your pen and paper when when you ask them these questions like how long have you been maybe how long have you been running? Have you used a blog article before or whatever? You just need to be smart about that, right? Then when you ask them those questions, if they don't have time to answer all of those questions, you just tell them that this is what you want to do for them. Now you're telling them physically. It's not just telling them via email, right? Tell them physically and start working as soon as possible. Then for the pricing, I think The best way to price writing, I'm not saying the ideal way, I say the best. The ideal way is they do writing jobs per, they do it per word. They could say, let's say, for instance, 2 naira per word. So if you're charging them 2 naira per word, for instance, that means if you write 10,000 words, if you write 10,000 words, then you'll be paid 20,000. That's for 2 naira per word. But if you're doing it, for me, maybe it's because I own an agency. That's why I'm talking like this. What we do, we don't do, I don't charge per word anymore. What I do is I charge per job. Like I could, I do bulk articles. Like I could say, instead of telling them that I'm going to charge 1 naira per word or 2 naira per word or 3 naira per word, I will say, I give, pay me, let's say, pay me 100K or pay me 200K. Now I'm using naira because most Ni- most of us are Nigerians here. But I could say pay me $1,000 for 150 or 200 articles. You understand? So I'm telling them to pay me bulk because I'm going to be doing bulk jobs for them. I don't want to do one article and. But I'm not telling you to go and start with bulk jobs. Don't do that. It's not the right way to start, especially as a beginner, right? What you do is you test the waters with 1, 2 small jobs, like, okay, maybe 500 words article, 1,000 words, 2,000 words. Then when you're more established, maybe 6 months down the line, you could start doing bulk jobs. And before you start doing bulk jobs, be sure that you can handle bulk jobs. Don't tell them that I could write 150 or 200 articles or 500 articles and you can't even deliver five. You're going to be shooting yourself in the foot. You're going to be losing clients, right? So tell them that even if you decide to do bulk jobs, then be very sure that you have capable hands to outsource it because you could do outsourcing. You could outsource to other writers, you could bring them together and tell them that I have this job, this size. I want you guys to come in. Let's do it together. How much would you charge? Then you split it among yourselves and get the job done, right? They should be good writers. You should be very sure that they are. There are lots of writers out there that they don't have any kind of job. So you find out, you get them. So that's like the negotiation. And for a start, I won't tell you to start charging so high, So you could do if you're talking with a foreign client, you could do $10 per article. You understand? $10 for a 1,000 words article is, I think, is very fair. You understand? $10 or maybe $8, for 1,000 words. So you could do that. You could tell them that, okay, if I write 10 articles for you, then it's going to be $100. I think that's fair. Then as you go up the ladder, you could start charging maybe 20 or $25 or $30 for one article. But don't start with that. If you start with that with your level of expertise, like you're not so good, because I think premium, charging so high and everything, it comes with experience. You're not going to be someone that is struggling to write good articles and you're charging high. Doesn't even make sense, right? So you're going to charge based on your level of experience and your level of quality so that you're going to grow in the job. You're going to be growing in the job, right? And that is for if you're writing for foreigners. If you're writing for Nigerians, for instance, if you decide to write for Nigerian clients, which I'm not against, if you want to do that, that's fine. I've not done jobs for Nigerian clients before, but you could be looking at maybe 2 naira per word or 3 naira per word or 2 naira 50 kobo. Let's say the standard is 2 naira per word because that's like the standard. So if you're charging 2 naira per word, that means if you write 40,000 words, you're going to be paid 80,000 naira. You understand? That's for Nigerians. Then as time goes on, you could maybe start writing for 5 naira per word, and everything. So that's like the pricing. Then if you land a foreign client and you want to get paid, for instance, then you should be looking at creating a PayPal account And the PayPal account you create will not be a Nigerian account since PayPal doesn't accept Nigerians. So you're going to be looking at creating maybe South African or United Arab Emirates account or a US PayPal account. But these other countries are quite difficult. So you could go for UAE, you could go for South Africa. But that might not be needed because you could use exchangers. So exchangers could receive the funds on your behalf, the payment, and give you a Naira equivalent because they are always ready to buy. So if you want to do it by yourself, to go create a PayPal account, I think I have a guide. I've forgotten if I do. I should have one in my PC, a guide on how you can create PayPal account. I'm going to find it. Maybe I should do it now and drop it in the group. And but PayPal could be very dangerous. You know, you could lose your money and everything. But I don't want to say all that here. That's why you might even go for an exchanger. If you eventually get a client and you want to receive payment, you could reach out to me personally. I'll receive it on your behalf and give you Naira equivalent. And what else again? Payoneer is here. You could go to Payoneer. The issue with Payoneer is most clients they don't like using Payoneer, especially American clients. So they prefer PayPal, but some use Payoneer, right? So you could create a Payoneer account. It's free. When you create a Payoneer account, you can receive your funds here in Naira. You could connect it to your Nigerian bank, your local bank. I think GT Bank and UBA, they have that option also. So you could explore Payoneer, payoneer.com, using exchangers. I mentioned that already. You could use exchangers. Sorry. You could use exchangers. And the last one on my list is using crypto. But crypto is, you hardly find someone that is going to pay you with crypto. Like, hardly. You hardly find someone that. But you could just maybe create an account on Binance.com or any of the crypto exchange platforms. When you create it, if you find the client that will pay you with crypto, it's fine. You know, crypto is, I think, is the easiest of all because you could easily sell it on those platforms and then get your money in Naira. So that's it for this exchange platform. Sorry, the payment platforms. Let me drop that PayPal guide quickly so that we can round off as soon as we can. Let me see if I can find it in my PC. I've forgotten what I saved it with. Okay, I think I've seen it. Okay, go on with your question. So if you have a question, you could drop your question. I'll use the remaining, let's say 7 minutes to attend to questions, and I'll have to stop the recording too. I don't know why this is. So Pearl, you can go on and ask a question. Just type it. So I'm going to read it out and respond. Okay, AGK is asking, okay, let me end this recording so that I can attend this question. I'll attend to the question.